Hi, my name is Mina and I'm here to talk to you about Kahoot. Kahoot is a brilliant platform that can help teachers understand and assess students' learning without students realizing that they're being tested. You can use Kahoot as a warmer to introduce a lesson, as a formative assessment to see the students' learning, or simply just to have fun. Kahoot can give you a detailed report after each game on students' progress in order to help you find out the weaknesses and the strength of each individual student. I'll walk you through how to create a Kahoot. I'm creating one now. It's a revision regarding my first week about face-to-face back to school, back to teaching. We covered health measures regarding coronavirus and how to deal with it, and we had some points in the essential agreement that we decided upon in the class. So my Kahoot is going to be focused on revising these points. As a basic tip in creating a Kahoot, because it can be a little bit time consuming, prepare the pictures or whatever material you need to use or add to your Kahoot beforehand, so you won't spend too much time researching what you need to put, if it's a picture, a video, or a piece of audio, while working on a Kahoot. So here I have a folder with some pictures that I have created already, and I'm going to walk you through. In order to make a Kahoot, you need to have an account. You can use, you can actually play different kind of Kahoots that are already available there. I'm going to log into my account, and I need to come to Kahoots, and I need to click on create, sorry. Now, there are different ways or reasons to play Kahoot. I'm just going to simply click create Kahoot. I'll give it a title, third grade, first week revision, and description I'll add it later. It will be saved to my Kahoot. I will make it public. I'm not going to add a YouTube video, and I'll maybe change the music. I'm not sure if you're able to So, for example, for my first Kahoot, I need to see if my student can link just something silly. I am in grade. And the options will be, so that's the question. The options will be 1, 2, 3, or I don't know. Correct answer is 3, so I'll click it in order for the Kahoot to know that. And I'm going to normally I give longer time. I help the students reading the questions, but I give longer time for them to read the answers, especially if my students are young and they need more time, or if the sentences or the answers are long enough. Another way of making questions, for example, this can be one answer. Another form of question can be a true or false. For this, I'm going to add this picture. It was about interrupting. Here, for example, I'm going to write the question, I can always speak from my place whenever I want, and it's supposed to be false, so I'll give them also a minute. It's a little bit too long, but I prefer to give longer time and then I move it rather than shorter time. Kahoot immediately, if you can see here, it saved the draft that you're working on. Anyways, I'll go on into creating more of my Kahoot, and I'll show you at the end. In the free version, you're not going to have these kind of other methods of questions. I think it only has the quiz and the true and false. The other ones are for the premium, but Kahoot had a free version, free premium version for teachers during the lockdown, and it will be expired by the end of the month, end of September. So I'll continue with my Kahoot and I'll show you at the end how it looks like. Okay, so here I'm done with my Kahoot. Basically, I have, and it's 14 questions. And let's say, for example, that I put a question here and I want to move it. It's just simply a matter of drag and drop. There are different versions of the different questions that I put in order to test different things. For example, this is one answer question. This one is true or false. In this question, they're supposed to type the answer, so it's always recommended to keep it short in order to for them not to spend too much time on it. The maximum time is 240 seconds. So I always put few words and that's it. True or false? I don't think I chose any other form. Oh, there is one that is multiple choice. Here, multi-select. So if you choose multi-select instead of single select, they're going to you can choose more than one correct answer. So I'm done with my Kahoot. I'm going to check the settings one more time. Visibility is up to you, of course. You can do it whatever you want. I'm making mine public. And that's it. I can click done. And now I can test my Kahoot to see how it works. This is mobile phone basically, so they can play as a classic, that means independently, or as a team. Probably I'll make them play as classic so they don't share device. And in order to test the Kahoot, you're going to do the same steps. I'm going to mute the music because you're not going to be able to hear it anyways. Okay, so these are the same steps as how they're going to log in. So the student needs to go to kahoot.it or have the app if they have it on their devices, and then add the PIN for 8, enter, choose a name, blah blah. Okay, go. And that's it. I'm the only player, so I'm going to start the game. I can lock it so no one else will come. However, I never lock the game because they might have some connection issues. They can go out of the game by mistake. So Kahoot always provide this pin at the bottom of the page. You're going to see it in a minute. And I always tell this in advance to the kids. If this happens, you log out of the game. You can just simply log in again. We will wait for you. And you need to enter the game pin again. So this will be displayed on the board or on Zoom if you're doing it over the internet. I always read for them the question to make it easier. So I am in grade. They need to read the options and they need to choose the correct one. Here is the game pin in case they log out by mistake. So, and if it is a teaching point, for example, some kids answered wrong, I always discuss it here before seeing who answered wrong. So discuss the teaching point here in order for the kid not to be under the spot, basically. For example, I'm going to make a mistake here and I'll click true, which I know it's wrong. So it will show to the kid that it was incorrect. For me here at this point as a teacher, I don't see it. So I talk then about the situation or about the teaching point. I'm going to talk about it more in details there, especially when the questions are a little bit too sensitive or topic related. Okay, I'm going to skip this. Not skip. I would actually want to hang on. So I'm going to end the game here. At the end, it will show the podium, who won first, second, and of course I'm first place. No one else is playing. First, second, and last place. If you click next, you can send get feedback to the student. So if I'm going to click feedback, this will appear to the student. Sometimes I ask students to give feedback. Most of the times I don't. It's always good to know their reaction about the game or quiz that you have created. You can go to view full report here, or in another way, you can actually go to Kahoot itself and play the game. Hang on, let me open view full report here better for now. So this is the title of the report, amount of players that I had, amount of questions that I had. Here it will show me the correct answers, who answered correctly, and if someone was making a mistake, also who made a mistake here. For example, do I have one? Yeah, here. So player, the answer is this one, that was incorrect. So this is like an overview of all the questions and more in depth if you click on each question. At the same time, you can come to, not summary, here. You can download the report and you'll have it as an Excel sheet. So you can have it as a formative assessment, and then later on it depends on the it gives you more details about the quiz itself, which is amazing. And later on I can assign the same quiz after, let's say that majority of the kids didn't answer correctly and I know what's the problem or where were the mistakes, and I reteach it, or I don't know, give some extra support or extra explanation to it. I can reassign the quiz one more time, the same quiz, in different ways, as self-study on their own. We can play it again as a live game. They can beat their own old scores, and so on. So there are different ways you can play the Kahoot. Here it gives summary, final score, summary, and then about each quiz, each question. It's very detailed and very informative. Okay, that's it. I think this basically covers it. I mean, Kahoot is, you can learn more in depth on how to use it as formative assessment. I like to use it as formative assessment. Don't tell them about that, basically. You need to keep in mind the time, because sometimes kids panic when it is timed. So either you make it the maximum time, or tell them this time is not important, play it, and then we'll play it again, and then I will consider the second one. I think that's about it. Yeah. I hope you play and create lots of your Kahoots. You can create your own, but you can also discover lots of Kahoots that are available here. There is Kahoot Academy, which is also a brilliant feature, or a section of Kahoot that is brand new. I like to first research or try to find out the Kahoot that I want. If I'm not able to find it, I'm going to create mine again, because it's a little bit time consuming. Also, the library is amazing for Kahoot. You can find lots of different games and quizzes. I hope you have lots of fun, you and your kiddos, and enjoy your time. Bye.